Sir, go ahead. Sir, Mr. President-elect, go ahead. Did you state categorically?
She's asking a question.
Mr. President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you
No,
give
I'm
us
not
a
going to give you a
question?
question. I'm not going to give you a
Can
question.
you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Every woman seeking a legal abortion in the state of Missouri is being subjected to a mandatory, medically unnecessary pelvic examination by order of the state government.
So the book's called Beyond Fake News, and it tries to do two things. One, it tries to offer an explanation for why we find ourselves in this sort of informational crisis with misinformation pouring in from every different angle. And then two, it tries to offer a way out of that trap. So it offers advice for us as individuals to become better believers, and us as a society if we're interested in tamping down on the misinformation that's leaked into our political systems. Technology makes it easy for us to create both information and misinformation. And so we're just faced with a total volume of information that's more than at times in the past. But furthermore, technology also allows us to spread that information faster. It allows us to target particular populations, and it allows us to create fake news in the form of faked photographs or fake videos or whatever. But another part of the story has to do with the incentives of the people who are creating misinformation, and unfortunately the incentives of the people consuming it, you and me. It turns out we're not perfectly pure when it comes to our incentives for trying to get to the truth, and neither are the people producing that information. So when you have incentives that are at odds with the truth and technology that makes it easy to pursue your incentives, you end up with a fake news crisis. So if the question is, where is this misinformation coming from? The cleanest answer is everywhere. It's coming from your next door neighbor who's posting something on Facebook about a vaccine. It's coming from a local political office that has as its incentive to get you to vote in a particular way. And as we've seen over the last 5 to 10 years, it's also coming in from abroad, whether that be other nation states or whether that's just hackers trying to sell ads and make a living. There's an awful lot of misinformation coming into the country from abroad. At the individual level, the first thing we can do is realize that we have a whole bunch of blind spots. From a psychological point of view, our minds have been crafted or wired to give us these kind of shortcuts that allow us to jump really quickly to a conclusion, even when it doesn't really follow, based on the evidence with which we've been presented. So as soon as you sort of learn about the blind spots that you have, it's easier to prevent yourself from being sucked into a fake news hole when you visit a certain website or watch a TV show. The second thing you can do is learn when to trust yourself and when not to. We need to learn how to sort the difference between those two and identify experts that can help us answer questions that are above our local pay grade. What makes someone an expert is the fact that they've learned how to answer these big questions. Those experts can be found usually by searching the internet and looking for things like the American Medical Association. No doubt when a single doctor says something, that's a kind of evidence. But what really matters is when a whole group of doctors converge on a particular answer. That's the kind of thing that you and I as non-experts can trust. One thing we could do for sure is to not share stories and not repeat stories and not forward stories until we've taken some step to vet them and make sure that they're authentic. Fact-checking websites are invaluable for trying to get to the bottom of whether a story is accurate or not. The Washington Post has an excellent one, Snopes is an excellent one, and so forth. Writing the book only took about 6 months, and then it took a year longer than that to vet it with all of the experts. It's really an interdisciplinary work. I'm a philosopher, so I'm interested in things like evidence and norms of reason and that sort of thing. My hope more than anything else is that it makes a difference in people's lives and in our overall institutions as we learn how to try to figure out what our world is like and how best to battle the fake news epidemic.